Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on a tutorial of how to use Piktochart. First thing you'll need to do is create a login, which just requires an email address, username, and password. Then you'll get a quick email and be able to set up your account. I've already logged in, which is relatively easy, just username and password, and this is the first screen you will see. What you see are the 4 options that Piktochart offers for creating different projects. So we have an infographic, which is just a nice long form of sharing information, a presentation that's really nice in terms of transitions and everything that you can edit and add. Then we have some nice posters that are a little bit smaller than the infographics. And we also have a report, which there are some really new benefits to using Piktochart. It allows you to upload information from SurveyMonkey. So once you click on your presentation tool, whatever you want to use, you can scroll down and see some templates or some things that have already been created. And you can also search for different options, education, anything along those lines. I'm going to stick with the minimalist down a little bit lower. It's really nice to work with and get started. So once you click on it, you can check out a preview, or you can just get started by clicking Create. I've already saved some images. It's a great idea before you get started, something that you want to add. The infographic is already broken down into different banners and different blocks of information where you can add titles, etc. If you're working with something, you can just double click, change the text. I'm going to go with a sports nutrition theme. Text is a little bit too big, so if we look up at the toolbar, I can make my text just slightly smaller until it fits to where I want it to be. Just a little bit more, and I can choose where it's aligned, if I want it to be centered or left or right, etc. So I'm going to click next and change this chart up a bit. So if I click on here, I can change, I double clicked on the chart. Now I can change to a bar chart, graph, or triangle chart, anything along the lines that fits what my needs. I'm going to stick with a pie chart. Big fan of that. You can also, sorry, I forgot to mention this. You can update the import your own data from Excel and get that information in there pretty easily. So we can also upload our own images if we want to. Again, simply by clicking Uploads, I can search for shapes, lines, icons, something that fits what I want. Like I said, I'm doing sports nutrition, so let's see what comes up when I search for that. Somebody doing some exercise, I think that's great. I'm going to right click and delete this, squeeze him in there. One really big benefit to Piktochart is you see all of the red lines that show up when I'm trying to align something. I can see where it meets with the other text and when it's below, directly underneath, all sorts of information that I want. So I can also click on something and then hit the trash can if I want to get rid of it. I can create text on my own, different information, different styles. I can find different banners that work for me. All I need to do is click and it will be added. Doesn't really fit my theme, so I'm going to get rid of it. I can also hyperlink different things. If I wanted to go directly to this data, I could hyperlink it. Or if I wanted to go to a website, I can just add a link really simply. I can also lock things in place if I want to. So different ways that you can get to those tools. You can select it. We see up here the same tools that pop up. We can change all sorts of different things. Can add new backgrounds if I'd like to. I'm going to click over here, try and change it. It's a little bit too bright, so I'm going to go back to something a little bit more dark with some contrast. Some other tools, like I said, you can add the charts. You can also add a map if that fits with your theme. You can import and embed videos. Works directly with YouTube, so it's really easy to find it and stick it in there. We can also import our information from SurveyMonkey, which is a nice new tool. It's wonderful to use. So many different options that you can use Piktochart for in your classroom, anything from survey results to marketing, research papers, character profiles with younger students, enhancing different presentations, something a little bit new. We can also use it to announce events or for comparing and contrasting information, step-by-step instructions. I'm going to show you really quickly how to upload an image. So I've already created some, and I can just search my computer, find what I want, and go with this nice little background picture I can add in there. I can just click on it. It goes right where I want it to. We'll stick it right above that subtitle. And right click and delete. Scroll on up. Awesome. So if you scroll down, you can see I still have a little bit more I can work with. But really quickly, I want to show you some things that my students have created with Piktochart in the classroom. So this is a nice presentation that one student created in about 2 40-minute periods, with all the different information that was available. Nice and to the point with his title. Great transitions, images he found using the website, uploaded 1 or 2 images. Really easy to kind of separate and categorize information and improve. So they really enjoyed working with it. I hope you found some things that are worthwhile for you to use in your classroom. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for listening.